Good morning, traders, and welcome back to the Friday Showdown. Here in the Showdown, I got our guest, FxBigDog, your favorite guest, will be joining us where we'll be doing live trading 5 pairs. You guys know the deal. We'll be doing these 5 pairs right in front of you guys with using our trading tool. So stay tuned to how we use this trading tool. And at the end of this live session as well, we're going to make sure that we're going to let you know the giveaway that we'll be doing, which we always do on Mondays. If you guys don't stay tuned on Monday giveaways, make sure you guys stay tuned for this Monday giveaway as well. So with that being said, let's get right to it. All right, welcome back, and there's my handsome son. What's going on, son?
There we go. We got a new trader. This trader decided to come in and said, you know what? This market looks pretty wicked, so he wants to go ahead and give us some advice here. I think he's going to be able to give us a lot better advice than we're going to be able to give anyone at this point in time. The markets are nasty. Market's nasty.
That's the future trader right there, guys. Say hi, buddy.
All right, say hello. Say hello to everyone. All right. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, he's a little camera shy. He's not used to being around the camera.
He just wants to switch off my air conditioner, and that's great. This is great.
Well, good morning, big dog. How you doing this morning?
I am doing fantastic. Bye-bye. All right, saying goodbye to me.
Pup in the house.
FX puppy, yeah. All right, traders, happy Friday. I don't know. Is it Preachy Friday today? Do I need to get a little preachy today and talk to people about risk management, equity management, all that good stuff? Nah, I don't know. I don't think so. But hey, listen, I just want to say this, though. When it comes to risk management, everyone has their own risk tolerance, right? Everyone understands what they can tolerate when it comes to risk. And so listen here, traders, there are many ways to slice the cake, right? There's many ways to trade this market. There's just not only one way. We're showing you something that works for us, that we're comfortable with, because we manage our risk properly so that we can get into multiple positions. But I want to say this. If you're unsure and you're not used to trading with multi-level trading, then you might want to go ahead and either sit down and practice this for a while and get used to it, or simply move to something where you cut your losses. Now, you can trade the same style that we trade, and you can actually make a decision to actually cut your losses at a certain point. So which means, and I get this a lot of the times, sometimes traders say, big dog, I don't like the drawdowns. Well, you can manage the drawdowns. Everyone has the opportunity to be able to manage their own drawdowns. If you don't like the drawdowns, then make a decision at a certain level and cut your losses and move on and look for new trades. But you don't have to hold on to trades forever and ever. Don't come to me and say, hey, big dog, why are we in big drawdowns? I don't like these drawdowns. That's because you allowed it. You allowed yourself to get into drawdowns. You don't have to be. So this is the thing. This is the thing that I need to make sure that everyone understands. You know, if you had made a decision and said, hey, listen, I'm going to go ahead and trade each and every currency pair, but I'm going to limit myself to a 3 or 4 or 5% drawdown per currency pair, and when it gets to that point, you cut your losses and you go ahead and move on. You can do that manually by monitoring your risk and then making that decision. But good news, traders, in a couple of weeks, maybe less than that, we're going to be releasing the same similar strategy, possibly more currency pairs with a limit, a max limit on each currency pair. So if you're a trader that says, big dog, I like the strategy, I like what's going on, I just want to minimize my risk, well, we're going to be able to do that for you. We're going to be able to have something that's going to be doing that and maximizing the losses on each pair. So you don't have to hold on to bigger drawdowns on a particular pair. Because I know it's not good. I know it's not great. Nobody's comfortable with it. You know, it's just something that we've accepted that, hey, this, we need to know that if the market's going to continue to move in a direction, that we can add on to this position, and eventually, and there's one of our students that mentioned this in the room, and I'm going to mention his name, Tyson. He said, you know what, the markets aren't going to go on forever. There's got to be correction. And I've said this millions of times. What goes up must come down, and what goes down must come up. It's just the way of the market. It's just the way human behavior works. It doesn't always go in one direction. There's always going to be some pullback. The question is when. Now, we try to identify when those turning points are going to come and where the market's going to turn, and sometimes we get it wrong. I've never advocated that I'm always going to be right, nor is Cameron always going to be right based on his analysis, because market analysis is just speculation, right? We're trying to anticipate what the market's trying to tell us. And there's all the stuff that's going on in the world. Who knows what the heck's going on? I mean, think about it. Next week, we've got, I think on the 22nd of August, we got BRICS coming out, and this is a nation, a whole bunch of nations that are getting together and talking about a new currency. And this currency is going to be backed by gold. Now, what's the whole point of being backed by gold? Well, the whole point is back in 1944, I believe it was, when the US dollar became the reserve currency of the world, what was it backed by? It was backed by gold. And the reason why it was backed by gold, because it's supposed to be a neutral currency, right? It's supposed to be a currency that people can use to buy and sell and trade with, right? It's supposed to be a tradable currency with oil, with all these different transactions. And it is supposed to be bringing stability and giving a neutral sort of approach to people using it. But what's happened is in the years, we've weaponized, the US has weaponized the US dollar. And so it's no surprise that our President Biden has pissed off the Saudis, that they are now looking to join Brexit. And when they're joining Brexit, and they're going to now start accepting payment in the new currency that has been discussed by the Brexit nations, guess what's going to happen to the dollar? Yeah, dollar's going to see its ass. It's simply put. It is what it is. That's going to bring in huge. In fact, this can happen very quickly. If this starts taking place, traders, we can start seeing a huge economic recession here in the US, because what that's going to mean is huge inflation. We think inflation is big now. Wait until this starts happening. Wait until we start losing the power of the reserve currency of the world. When they start trading oil in a different currency, it's going to be hard, because oil prices are going to skyrocket. We're going to see we're not going to have the buying power that we used to have. Everything is folding. And listen, it's just ironic how all of this is all falling in place based on the fact that our administration has two lead advisories, and the two lead advisories are advising our president to remove the US dollar as the reserve currency of the world. Why would you do that? And if you look at everything that's going on right now, it's leading to that. All the people that they are supposed to be making deals and doing things with, we're pissing them off. And we are getting to a point where the Saudis are now moving and looking into joining a different group that is going to be using a different currency to be able to trade in oil. And we're going to see inflation numbers go up. You think prices, assets are going to be where they're at right now? We're going to listen here. What is recession? All right. What is really recession? Recession in a technical term would mean that if we see GDP dropping in, or at least negative for 2 quarters, that means we're into recession. But the reality is, for you and I, recession means high inflation. It means interest rates are high. It means we're getting less for the dollar. That's what recession means for us. And traders, if you look at in 1974, I don't want to bring up all the details, we're heading back to 1974. We are heading back to 1974, which means, and we all talk about that, the Great Reset. The Great Reset is not too far away if things start going the way it is going right now. Traders, it is going to be harsh. Trust me, if you think this is tough, wait and see what's coming. All right. Now I don't want to go ahead and scare everyone off right here, but I do want to say this: it's time to make as much money as you possibly can, but also, traders, the money that you're making from this, use it to be able to diversify. Don't just go ahead and trade just one strategy, but trade other things as well. A big thing right now that is important because of the way the new currency is going to be structured based on being backed by gold would be buying gold and silver. That would be a good option right now, especially with the price of gold coming down. We'll look at gold price and take a look at that. But with gold pricing down, you want to actually physically own gold. You absolutely do, especially if it's going to be backed by gold, because that is the gold standard that's supposed to be neutral across the board, and that's supposed to be gaining value when we go into recession. So if you want to hedge against the dollar drop, you want to hedge against the economy that's going to be crashing and things are going to look worse than they are, you may want to go ahead and get into something that is going to be traded in a currency that is backed by gold. So anyway, let's go take a look and see what's happening now. All right. So just as I mentioned, we are going to be releasing a strategy that's going to have a cap on your losses. So for those that are saying, Big Dog, I'm sweating blood right now with these drawdowns, and I just haven't been managing my risk properly, and I need something to be able to cut off at a certain time, we're going to have something like that available. All right. So make sure you keep your eyes on what's going on here at Traders Network Club. Cameron will be informing everyone as he is the owner and the person running Traders Network Club. So Cameron, well done. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Cameron. I'm very pleased to see things happening there on the Traders Network Club side. But yeah, so we got a couple of things that we're going to do today, and I believe you're going to give a giveaway as well.
Yes. Yeah, we'll do that at the end of the live session.
Okay. Well, at the live session, Cameron's got a giveaway, and we always like to give back to the community and help traders where we can. And beyond, I mean, as much as we'd love to help traders, it's only up to them to decide whether they want the help, right? Which means that if a hand gets reached out to pass on to help someone, and that person doesn't reach back, you just simply can't help that person, and it just is what it is. So as much as we try to reach out, make sure that you reach back, so that we can help you help yourselves. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look, Cameron. Let's go take a look and see what's going on this morning as we dig into some trade ideas, and we are going to look for. I don't think your screen is shared. Mine either.
No.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and look at some trade ideas. I guess I'm going to go ahead and start considering my screen is up first. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So I'm looking at the cat Swiss at the moment right now. Now let's see. Cat Swiss is worse than watching paint dry. All right, it is slow, but it is what it is. All right, and the one thing I'm picking up here on the cat Swiss is that this level right here, pretty much where it's closed out right here, is pretty significant. If you take a look over here on the daily time frame, you'll notice that there is a candle, two candles that closed and opened up, and I've drawn a line across that closing price. So if I go ahead and move this out right here, you see the body right there, where those bodies have closed out right there. I've drawn a trend line going across right here, and by doing that, this is what you're seeing right here. You're seeing that black line. Now notice how the market is struggling to break below that. That's at around about 64.84. Now, I know that 6,500 is also a key level, 65.10, and I'd like to see price back above there. But we're trading at the moment right now. We're trading at a price of, let's see here. Looks like 64.90. All right. So, which means that between 64.90 and 64.10, we've got at least a 20 pip grab. Now, there's that means that the lowest level right here is about 64.85. So it looks like we've got about 5 pips or so that we're at support. So, Cameron, guess what we're going to be doing here on the CAD Swiss? We're going to buy it.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to buy on the cash list right here, buy back off that support. If it keeps coming back to that support level, I'm going to keep buying it and keep buying it. So we're going to go ahead and bounce back off there. We can see that price is trading slightly below there. It looks like that 94. We'll see. We can see a nice little morning star here on the 4 hour. Nice little morning star. The market's trying to retest that, but it's going to go ahead and push back up north. Again, I still see price moving up to 65.42. Let's go here to the 1 hour. Let's move to the 1 hour and take a look here on the 1 hour. Yeah, so we're going to look for price to probably want to go ahead and venture out to the top there. And, yep, we're going to see price moving back up. So are we long?
Yeah, I got in at
93. All right, 64.93. So 64.93, Cameron just went and entered. How do I know that? Yeah, how do I know that? I know that because down below in the description is a Telegram channel. Go ahead and check it out. Connect to the Telegram channel, and you'll get all the trades that is being posted here by us. Now, a quick disclaimer. We're not passing on any advice here. We're certainly not doing that, and we're certainly not telling you what to do. All we're really doing is showing you what we're doing, and what you do with that information is up to you. Remember, traders, you are completely responsible for your own decisions, and make sure that you understand that before taking on a trade. All right, let's go ahead and move on to another currency pair. Cameron, if you want to go ahead and shoot up.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and jump in the Aussie CAD.
Oh, Aussie CAD, nice.
Yeah, Aussie CAD. I have that open as well for the VIP members, so go ahead and throw the trade there for the VIP as well.
Okay.
So looking at the 1 hour here, I see that price is just now moving overbought. We can see it's just a testing on moving average here and our trend line, right? So we expect price to go ahead and bounce off our trend line here at resistance. Now, if I go back to the 15-minute time frame, what you will see here as well is that price broke this high. Okay, so when price breaks this high, I'm expecting retracement as well, correction. Okay, and I think we're gonna get a little breakout here of this trend line because I think we used to see a previous support here on this line here. The price just wants to retest this support, so I think this range right here is going to show some correction right here, which we're overbought on the 1 hour and the 50-minute. If I go to the 5-minute time frame, I see the divergence setting up, right? Divergence setting up. I think we're going to get a nice little break below this SMA here, and then I think we're going to see a nice correction here on the Aussie CAD. Okay, so I'm going with the sell here on the Aussie CAD.
Aussie CAD sell. I like that because I think we're going to start seeing some strength in the dollar, the Canadian dollar, and so I like that. I like that a lot. All right, traders, just by the way, I'm watching these comments here from our students in the Discord channel. Let me go ahead and share a little bit with you. Here is welcome to our students right here. They are posting things here in the room. They're watching this right here. This is the one thing that is important right here is a community that helps support each other. I'm very, very open to traders trading together. In fact, I did this back in 2001. I was the head trader of a trading platform that housed 64 traders. There was 30. No, it wasn't 64. Yeah, 32 sides, 64. I housed 64 traders. And those 64 traders would come to the table. We'll talk about the markets. We'll discuss it. We'll all basically have sort of an understanding of what the market's going to do before we go ahead and sit at the trading table. So I was head trader of these 64 traders. And a community is great. But the one thing that I picked up when we have a bunch of traders all trading all together is that you get one or two traders that are what we call Debbie Downers, right? They're always looking at the negative. They're always moaning about something that's going on. If things aren't going right, they're the first people to go ahead and point it out. You always got that, right? You always got those people. But the thing is, the most important thing is when you make a decision to join a community, make a decision that you're not there for yourself. You're there for everyone, right? And so it doesn't really matter what your opinion is based on your own personal situation. It's okay to share and say, listen, I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit tense about certain things. But when you make your issues everyone else's issues, then you're really just thinking about yourself and not about the community. And so the Discord and the trading community that Cameron has is all about supporting each other and about not coming to the trading table about your issues, but coming to the trading table about learning and improving what you do. If you don't get into a community that is positive mindset, that is supportive with everyone and not only their own agenda, then you're pretty much losing out on a lot of things that are important as a trader. So make sure that if you are part of the community and there are people that are negative and are pulling everyone else down, get out of there as fast as you can, or tell the administrator to make some changes to that community and get those negative traders out of the room, because it only pulls everyone down. It takes one bad apple to pull the whole bag down, and do not allow that to take place, traders. It's very important, and I've learned that through my years of trading, that it takes a strong administrator to manage a trading group or a community of traders, because sometimes you have to be the bad guy. Sometimes you have to be the guy saying, hey, no more am I going to accept certain people in our community, because it doesn't help when they come to the trading table bitching and whining about things that are going wrong in their own trading. All right? Everyone knows that they have to hold some sort of responsibility. And when you make decisions and those decisions are hurting you, then you're the only one that should be the one complaining to yourself, not to everyone else. All right. Now, wow, Cameron, it is Preachy Friday today.
Yeah, I can see the preaching's coming out.
Oh, man. Preachy Friday it is. All right, traders, I'm sorry, but it's, sometimes when things don't go right, man, you really start seeing the true bearing or the true sense of how people are. And listen, I have got 100% tolerance for people that are concerned about certain things, but there's a way and there's a way to go about it. And just by the way, if you have a problem, if you're struggling with something, and you're part of the Traders Network Club, reach out to us. That's the proper way to be able to reach out to us. Send us an email. Send us an email, and we'll absolutely do whatever we can to help you get through whatever you're going through. All right. So reach out to us. We're here to help. Cameron's here to help. Make sure that you guys reach out. All right, traders. Let's jump back into trading. All right. So you've gone. Right. Gone short.
Very well said, though. I liked what you said there, and that's very true. And we just went ahead and implemented the Aussie CAD. We sold Aussie CAD there at 86.86.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump into a trade, and I'm going to go ahead and do US dollar CAD. I'll tell you why. Because even though we've seen a little bit of rally in today's trading, I want to bring up something right here. If you look over here, I've got this sort of called the end zone right here. It's football season, traders. It's football season, all right? And so what this is our weekly average true range sitting up right here. And as you can see right here, we've moved to the bottom and we've gone to the top right here. So we're right at the top of our weekly average true range. Now, I'm not saying that the market can't push through the average true range, but that normally happens when you have a huge fundamental. We don't have any fundamentals out today, all right, that are really going to move the market. In fact, there's nothing out today. So with us being at the top of the hour in the weekly trading range, then we can for sure say that we're at the top of the range, and therefore we should be expecting some downside move. So correction is due. US dollar CAD, correction is due. We're in an overbought condition. Traders, I have no doubt in my mind that things are going to be looking bearish in next week's trading, especially with the Brexit summit that takes place. It's a 3-day summit, and I believe it takes place on Tuesday. Tuesday is the first day. Let me double check that just so I'm not lying to everyone. Double check here. Yep, there we go. Day two's on Wednesday, so day one is on, there it is, day one is on Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is the BRICS Summit. I'm going to go ahead and say that dollar's going to see its ass. And so, Cam, let's sell US dollar CAD right now.
Okay, 35.62.
All right, 35.60. And I'm going to say this, traders, I am probably going to have to go ahead and do some deeper reviews on this pair right here because what I thought was going to happen never took place. In fact, you can see right here, I expected price to turn around from this point and start heading back down south, but it never got below that previous high right here. And so I expected it to go back all the way down here and test this level at 133. Never happened. So I'm looking at this, I'm going, what the Friday, right? WTF, right? What the Friday? What the Friday? Why haven't we seen the market go back down south right here? So, and so what I'm going to probably have to go ahead and do here is I'm going to have to go ahead and do some housekeeping on this chart and really take a deeper look at the markets right here and try and figure out what's going on. Maybe now that I've cleaned up the charts a little bit, maybe this level right here is something we need to pay attention to. And so this means that we really got a wave structure, something like that. All right. And then price has created another high. That was actually a third wave, not really the fifth wave. And so this is now possibly the fifth wave right here, which means that we do have a little bit of upside potential still left in the dollar. But what I do see here is that if price does trade back below this level right there, and that is priced at, let's get a number there. If it's trades back below 3,500, then we could be on our way towards the low right here, which we're going to call our fourth wave low, and maybe even go down to 33.36. So I would say that this would be our buy zone right about here, between looks like 33.80 and 33.30. So let's go ahead and put that in. This is the buy zone right here. All right, let's wait and see what happens.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So we got what, the Euro USD and the New Zealand CAD available, right?
Right. So you sold, right, at 35.62, 35.62. Okay, cool. All right, and ooh, I think I'm in the money already. Nice.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna go look at the New Zealand CAD. Um, I'm looking at the Euro USD, and I gotta say though, I'm thinking price is gonna move up here. I'm just waiting for it to kind of break out this consolidation, and this candle looks like it wants to break out that this consolidation. Just waiting for it to close. So I do like the buy here. I just don't know if it's gonna give us 20 pips though, because this trend line is about 23, 24 pips. It's pretty tight. But I do like the New Zealand setting up here because I did go short on the Aussie cat. I'm expecting some weakness there, like we were saying. So going to the New Zealand cat. Let me go to 1 hour here. And same thing here. Price is retesting this high. This is where I expect price kind of dip back down, hit these lows, maybe even continue to maybe go below this support and hit some liquidity grab. But we do have some support here. I expect price to at least retrace back to the support or retest the support here, which we have a lot of room to the downside. We got about 30 pips to that support line, and I'm expecting eventually that, looking at the longer time frame here, that we do have some room, some imbalanced zones that price wants to go ahead and move into just below here, maybe even retest this trend line that's being respected on this 4 hours. So so I'm expecting price to go ahead and continue to move down here. I think we're just now going to see price retest these highs here, and not getting that clarification yet. Obviously, being a little more patient would give me more confirmation. But I expect if price continues to break above this, then we'll still see that strong correction, right? So we are pretty overbought right now on the 50-minute time frame. If I look at the 1 hour, same thing with the 1 hour. and the 4 hours continue to show a little bit more upside movement, just a little bit more. Maybe we can see price kind of retest these highs as well up here. So I think if anything, we see price want to reach this next level right here and maybe show test some resistance right there, right? So there we have about about 30 pip moves, right? So what I got said is, you know what? I'm pretty bearish for the long term here on the New Zealand CAD, just in general with the Canadian dollar. So if price does continue to come back here to retest this resistance, right? Then you know what? We dollar cost average because that's about 30 pips. We do have it set to 25 pip distance. So once the price goes against us 25 pips, we'll get in that second position, and then we're looking for the reversal at this resistance, and then we'll close out on the downside. So I like the move here to go short. So I'm gonna go sell on the New Zealand CAD.
Alrighty. And you know what? And I actually still am expecting that that oil prices are going to skyrocket, and if that happens, we should see some downside move in the New Zealand CAD. Let's just take a look at the U.S. oil prices here. I've got about 5 minutes left before I have to cut loose here, Cam. So I just want to make sure we get done here. So U.S. oil is all right. Looks like we're back inside this range a little bit, so we might not be seeing a lot of strength coming out here. It hasn't happened. It hasn't helped our Canadian Swiss pair. Stronger oil hasn't happened with the Canadian Swiss. But what I have seen here is I have noticed that when I look at my currency strength right here, I am noticing that the Swiss is starting to get weaker. It was at one stage very strong, but it's starting to get weaker. So Swiss is starting to weaken, and then also the Canadian dollar seems to be making its move as well. All right, so let's get into. All right, so let's go take a look over here. Gold is testing a support level as well. I wanted to just bring that up as well. Notice that gold's also testing support here, and we're in an oversold condition right here. Good level to start buying gold, by the way. FYI, I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just saying it is a good level right there. Cameron, all we got left is
Euro USD.
Euro USD. All right, let's look at that. Well, I think it's a no-brainer considering I'm back at the support right here. Cameron, I'm not even think about this. Buy Euro US dollar. Boom, done. It's like we had indecision yesterday. Today's been an indecision day. It's back at the support. We've got an oversold condition right here. Correction is due. We're waiting for price to at least come back up to 925. That is, or 922. That is about another 40 pip rally. So we got enough room for the upside, and we had support. So I'm good with the buy.
Okay, buy on the Euro USD.
Buy Euro USD. Yep.
Okay.
Traders, we look at the charts so frequently and so often. It's almost like it's a no-brainer. When we look at the charts, we've seen already what we need to do. I mean, we don't have to dig into it too much. We've been monitoring the movement of the market for such a long time that when we look at a chart and we look for a trade opportunity, it becomes almost a natural instinct for us to be able to react to something very quickly. And that's pretty much what it is. We cover these pairs frequently, and we make sure that when we do cover these pairs, that we look at the long-term outlook of it, because that's important, right? We've got to take a look at the long-term outlook, because if we're wrong, I mean, that's the most important thing. If we're wrong, we want to see how long is it going to be before we are right again, because we add in multiple positions. And I want to go and say this too. Traders, when we look at the markets, and let's say the markets are trending down, and we see that, okay, we get rich in the bottom right here, we want to go ahead and start buying it long. And then we say, if we're wrong, we're going to cost average in. The question here is, if we're wrong, where's the next support level that the market's going to get to? And if we are wrong, and the market goes down, and we cost average in, then the question is, did we get this right? And I'm going to say this again. We're not going to be right all the time. And sometimes the market has got its own agenda that we don't even know what it is until it takes place. And if the market starts breaking through that level, we go, oh crap, well, we're going to have to just keep trading in. And so if we do that, we're taking this into account. We're making sure that we've got equity available to be able to do this type of thing. If you don't have the equity, don't trade this strategy. It's just that simple. Or at least go ahead and cap yourself. So if you said, listen to Big Dog, I'm going to take a 5% loss on every currency pair. So if I start adding positions in, I don't care what the market's telling me. When I get to that 5%, I'm capping myself and I'm getting the heck out of Dodge. Those are the things that you have to do as a risk manager of your own portfolio. You've got to set those standards in. Because if you don't do that, you're going to get into something that you're not comfortable with. And what happens when we do that? We go crazy, loco crazy. All right? We do things that we shouldn't be doing. Make sure, traders, that when you're in a position that you're not comfortable with, that you have sort of parameters set in place to get you out of that trade. All right, traders, I have to cut loose here. I've got other sessions I've got to get to. I want to go ahead and thank everyone here, but we're not done yet, right? The giveaway. Cameron's going to go ahead and talk about the giveaway. I'm going to go ahead and share it while Cameron's speaking.
Okay. Awesome. So if you guys are, and if you've been in these showdowns, you know that we do these giveaways every Friday. And what this giveaway is for the VIP, specifically for the VIP. And what do you get? What do you get in the VIP, right? Well, first thing is you get this trading tool that you see us using as we place these trades in the showdown. You get access to that trading tool. You get access to the live sessions that I do from Monday to Thursday. We do have FxBigDog as a guest on Wednesdays for those VIP showdowns. So not VIP showdowns, but the VIP sessions. We also have the Discord, so you get connected in the Discord. What's in the Discord? The Discord, we have chat channels where you can chat with the members, just VIP members only. It's a private Discord, and you can chat with myself, Big Dog, and we also have trade ideas. Okay, so you get access to the trade ideas as well in the Discord. That's pretty much it. So make sure you go ahead, and the link is below. I believe Big Dog put the QR code right there, so you can use your phone for the QR code. But the link is also in the description below. So click that link, sign up, and then on Monday we'll be hosting a Monday giveaway show where we'll announce the 5 winners. Okay.
And being here Monday, we're going to go ahead and we'll look for one trade for Monday. Monday, we'll call it the Monday trade. So come in on Monday, we'll do one trade. But also, traders, put your phone up, tick your phone up, put the QR code there. So pull up your camera. If you didn't know how to do it, just pull up your camera, point it to the QR code there in front of you, and you'll go ahead and register. All you're doing is registering for the draw on Monday. And we'll have everyone's name. We'll do the draw. And we'll just spin the wheel, and we pull out not 1, not 2, not 3. But we're going to give 5 giveaways. All right, 5 people are going to give. So you guys have got a good chance of getting that done. 5 giveaways. That means you get access to the room for 2 weeks for absolutely $0. You get to learn. You get to chat with our traders. You get to be part of the community. I think that's important for everyone.
Yep.
So.
And like Big Dog said, you get access for 2 weeks. So make sure you jump in right away if you are announced as the winner. We do have some winners that haven't even joined the Discord. So for those members that have won it for last week and the week before and haven't joined the Discord, I'm just saying you're missing out. If you don't know how to join the Discord, I mentioned it last week, email us and we'll help you get connected, okay? It's very simple. We'll take 2 seconds to sit down with you and get you connected. So just email us and let us know, because we want you guys in the room, okay? We want to see you there. We want you to be a part of it. So just make sure you don't waste the time and really take used to it. All right. I believe you're muted there.
Yes, I am. Okay. Guys, don't miss out on the opportunity, and we will see you back on Monday for the draw. Have a fantastic weekend. Good luck with your trading, and we'll see you next time.